You're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.
Here at Mercer County, as it was yesterday. Also seeing the Manhattan Yorkers again for the second day in a row.
Couple of good balls from manager Charya. And Matt, you get the feeling that Manhattan Yorkers would have gone to bed and slept comfortably last night, having won a cliffhanger yesterday in which Preet Shaw really showed up for them.
Yeah, it was certainly a big performance from the Manhattan Yorkers. Have a knack of always starting the season well on a high. We saw them take out the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. Will be looking to do the same against another Jersey side.
So ball into the onside, and the Stallions have scored their first run of this 2024 series. And it comes off the bat of Sai Mukamala. Dominic Ricky will come on to strike. And a tidy over so far from manager Charya.
And we saw how well the Yorkers bowlers bowled. They had a bit of issues in terms of their extras. They gave away a lot more runs than they probably should have. But even with that, they were able to restrict the Cavaliers, defend a score of 120.
And Matt, I've always been the firm believer. It doesn't matter what happened during the course of the game. As we see Dominic Ricky gonna scamper for one. Good running here from Mukamala and Dominic Ricky. And we know how communications are very important in the middle. And we don't have all the stats, but I'm pretty sure that Mukamala and Dominic Ricky has played together so many times that that understanding of knowing where to run and when to run becomes quite easier to negotiate. And so both batters on two. Here is manager Charya. He gets another good delivery. We've seen manager Charya using the outswinger quite effectively yesterday. He's allowed the ball to really swing this morning.
Yeah, he does get a lot of movement most of the time. There's a manager Charya. The reason why he's starting off this attack for the Manhattan Yorkers. Very balanced attack. You see a lot of pace, particularly during these power play overs and maybe towards the back end, and also a lot of spin through the middle.
So ball again into the onside. Maybe a little easier for runs there. So the first over comes to a close. Stallions winning batting first, 3 for no loss.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Joshi has been given the ball. Stallions off to a good start, and we've made mention and hammer home the point that it's been tough sledding for the batters in this part of the country. 3 for no loss. Mukamala is on 2. And Dominic Ricky is on 1. Here's Rushir Joshi. Are you surprised that Stallions winning the toss, opting to bat first?
Yeah, somewhat. A lot of the times now in T20 cricket, in unfamiliar conditions or in difficult conditions, a lot of times side wins the toss, they look to bowl first, especially the Stallions. First game of the season for them this year. It's a bit interesting that they've backed their batters to go out there and getting the outside edge. Looking to go up and over was Mukamala. But yeah, interesting strategy from the Stallions to really give their batters the chance to go out there and express themselves in some unfamiliar or difficult conditions for them.
Also, could it mean that Stallions have come up with a plan to not allow the Manhattan Yorkers to bat twice in 2 days, in a matter of hours actually, and to put runs at the top of the order? We saw them defending 119 yesterday. Could it be that, well, let's get them to do something else?
Could possibly be the strategy as well from the Stallions. I'm sure they would have been watching keenly yesterday, seeing how well the Yorkers bowlers bowled, even under pressure of the Somerset Cavaliers. But I think a lot of the times you've got to probably play to your strengths, and then if it just so happens to fall into the other team, or if it just so happens to be the other team's weakness, then so be it.
Lovely strike from Dominic Ricky, and look at that, it goes 1 bounce away for an early boundary for Stallions.
Yeah, nice shot straight on the ground from Dominic Ricky, lofting it over the infield. Always get forward. The outfield has certainly been quick. It's certainly been an improvement from what we've normally expected it as. So certainly something for the batters there to work with, and Dominic Ricky just lifting it over the infield, and once you can get it past that 30-yard circle, you should be in business.
And Matt, we saw last year with the scarcity of runs on the eastern side, Dominic Ricky got 235, which was considered to be a top-notch score in terms of aggregate. And averaging some 21, highest score 46 from 11 innings. So Dominic Ricky was top of the table. Into the onside, and you get the feeling that he has come out to play positive. The second over comes to a close, and Stallions batting first. They're 9 for no loss.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So a couple of overs to start. Acharya has gone for 3. Rusher Joshi has gone for 6. We've seen a couple of overs ball. Dominic Ricky has looked confident. We saw in the last over, got shot straight down the ground. He's been among the runs last year, 235. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Cracking shot through the offside. And Dominic Ricky picks up his second boundary. That's a sparkling shot.
Yeah, lovely shot from Dominic Ricky. Some width from Acharya offered. Dominic Ricky finding the gap nicely. The Stallions will certainly look to Dominic Ricky to provide some runs Clearly a man, you mentioned his exploits last season. Clearly a man that knows to negotiate some treacherous conditions at times for batters. We saw it wasn't easy to score runs with Dominic Ricky. Managed to excel. So they'll be looking to him to really guide the ship, get them off to a solid start. We saw Mukamala at the other end. Didn't really get things going as much as he would have liked last season.
A bit of an inside edge and falls in front of Shashi Dar. And they're going to go through for one. And Matt, we saw yesterday probably the other factor that Manhattan Yorkers came with. Their catching was almost flawless. Young legs, a young team. We talked about how young this team is and expect them to really give you the hustle. Saw yesterday everything that went up, that came down back, went to hands. Into the offside, running and running well. I talked about the communication between Mukamala and Dominic Ricky. How important is that when running those quick singles?
It especially is in the power play. Of course, you have a lot of fielders inside the circle, just the two out. So certainly you'll have to run maybe a lot quicker. Those gaps will be a bit more difficult to find with the field in. Got to be decisive, very quick.
Pulled into the onside. Didn't time it too well, but they'll come back for a couple of runs. And Dominic Ricky is flowing here this morning. He's up to 13 in quick time, and he's given the Stallions off to a quick start. They're 17 for no loss.
Yeah, he's off to a pretty quick start, given from what we've been accustomed to, what we've seen. 13 off 8. He's striking it quite well at the moment. A couple of boundaries from Ricky so far.
Yeah, better ball from Manu Acharya. A lot of experience from him. But you get a feeling, Matt, the Stallions, New Jersey Stallions, they're really off to a good start. They've enjoyed 3 years of minor league cricket, Matt. I recall 1 year, might have been 2021. They were in the nationwide final.
Yeah, they would have reached the final. Would have come short to the Silicon Valley Strikers in 2021.
Better ball. We'll talk about that. 3 gone. It's 18 for no loss.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Preet Shah comes into the attack, so we're seeing some spin quite early on, and they did make a change from yesterday's game. They would have brought in Dhruv Pawar in for Yash Kangura. So certainly bringing in an extra spin up in Pawar, getting rid of the Seema and Kangura. So makes sense to see spin introduced a bit more earlier than it was yesterday. And with the day Preet Shah had yesterday, I don't see why you wouldn't give him an earlier go today.
So we saw yesterday he bowled 4 overs for just 11 runs, including the last over in which Junaid Nadir needed a couple of big hits to get Somerset Cavaliers across the line. He bowled that over, and he only considered a couple of runs. Lovely shot from Dominic Ricky, racing up towards the offside boundary. And look at that. That's another classy looking shot from Dominic Ricky. It's 22 for none.
Yeah, lovely shot this from Dominic Ricky. Greets Preet Shah in some fashion. Nicely played for 4, beating Manoj Acharya. Was never going to stand a chance with that one.
One of the things you will notice with Dominic Ricky, Matt, he's always positive, looking to play shots, and it doesn't matter if there's a ball to be hit, he will play those shots. And such a versatile batter. Has a little bit of everything, can score quickly, he's a good stroke player. And he loves going straight. He's another batsman, targets mid-off and mid-on quite regularly. And it's ironic that the fours that we have seen from him, 3-4 so far, they have all been straightish. Long off, long on, and straight down the ground. Kept low. Mukamala does well to punch it out towards the offside, and a free-flowing Stallions. They're up to 24 for no loss. This is a very good start from Mukamala and Dominic Ricky.
Always running a risk there to expose the Storms, go off the back foot like Mukamala did just then. He adjusted well though.
Ball in the air, passes the fielder. Trying to play with a turn into the onside. We talked about Preet Shah, 4 overs, no made, none for 11 yesterday, an over in which he stamped his authority and may have gotten Manhattan Yorkers points on the table, bowled an over that only conceded a couple of runs, in which Cavaliers needed 12. Mukamala gets a single into the onside. I talked about how good the running has been between Mukamala and Dominic Ricky. A lot of sharp singles.
Yeah, the running has certainly been good.
Oh, what a brilliant catch from that fielder, and Dominic Ricky has to go. But the catch, the brilliance from that fielder has to take prominence, and Stallions have lost one, 26 for 1.
Brilliant catch. Was not easy, and it's come totally against the run of play. Dominic Ricky was looking so good. Just looking for a half sweep almost. In the air, sharp chance. And look at that, well taken. Reflexes, and you mentioned the youthfulness of this Manhattan Yorker side. Pranav Chattopadhyay has pulled off an incredible catch there. Another young player. And the Manhattan Yorkers have struck. That's what good fielding, fresh legs, good reflexes can do. Dominic Ricky falls. It's 26 for 1.
So Sid Matani comes to the middle. Seen a brilliant catch from Pranav Chattopadhyay. Very sharp reflexes, Matt, held on. And Dominic Ricky, who was looking so good, got taken out by some bit of brilliance from Chattopadhyay. So Matani comes to the middle. Mukamala will be on strike, and Yasser Mohammed has been given an early bowl here, Matt. 26 for 1. And ball punched into the offside, and Mukamala picks up another run. Sid Matani given an early bat here this morning. He comes in at number 3.
Yeah, certainly interesting to see Matani coming in this early. The New Jersey Stallions. Wonder if there's some sort of maybe X-factor plan. Try and maybe get Matani to play a couple of shots. Try and fight fire with fire.
And Matt, like anything else, many teams are on the rebuild. And this first weekend, you are going to see some changes at the top order of many teams. Into the offside. And Matani is off the mark. We talked about the top order of this New Jersey Stallions. When you look at them last year, we saw Darren Davis getting among the runs. Shetty getting quite a few. Yadram is not with this unit this year. And so they will have to fill those gaps with other batters. Pulled, and that's a lovely shot from Sai Mukamala. Gets a single. In fact, they'll come back for a couple of runs. Rushir Joshi is the fielder. And 2 more runs to the U.S. international Sai Mukamala.
He's a quality player, Sai Mukamala. Don't look at his stats from last year. He's certainly a much better player, and we'll be hoping for a much better season.
Pulled into the onside again. Can't score this time. And Yasser has gone for 4 in the over so far. Yasser given an early bowl in the power play. Seen a couple of spinners given opportunities, and these power play Preacher in the previous over. Into the offside. The feeling has been good. So 5 gone. It's 30 for 1.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So 30 for 1 at the end of 5. Ricky the batter out. Brilliant catch from Pranav Chattapaliyam. Two batters out in the middle. Siddharth Matani, the man on strike. Mukamala at the non-striker's end. And Rushir Joshi Matt comes back into the attack. So Manager Charya using opportunities to move the bowlers around, to spring the surprise factor. Matani is on 1, Mukamala is on 9. They've lost Dominic Ricky, and we talked about 3 spots in this Stallions lineup from last year has to be filled.
Yeah, the top order is looking much different for the New Jersey Stallions. Last season, you would have seen the likes of Bravish, Shetty, who had opened the batting, Darren Davis in the middle order, who just seemed to be getting promoted 1 spot higher every game of last year, it seemed.
Yeah.
Even Monang Patel wasn't so much among the runs, but was somebody that played most of the games for them over the course of the season. Even Cameron Delport spent a few weeks, so they had a lot of changes in that top order. Now this season, Ricky and Mukamala has remained, but where the runs come from and who the batters will feature, Bhaskar Yadram as well, also not part of them this season.
Lofted deliberately over the offside. And Manager Charya running back, but a lot of height. Not too much of a distance, and Mukamala picks up a couple of runs.
Yeah, you can see the intent to try and clear the 30-yard circle. We saw Dominic Ricky do that earlier. Mukamala, they're off to a decent start, the Stallions, going at about a run a ball, which we saw from the Manhattan Yorkers yesterday, setting a total of around 119, which is 1 run under a run a ball, and was still able to defend it.
So into the 3rd man area. I think they're off to a very good start considering how conditions have been here. This one lofted into the offside from Mukamala. And I thought that Mukamala had committed to that shot, realizing that Manoj Acharya is on a hard 30 at mid-off. And you talked about you talked about some gaps that needs to be filled here for the Stallions lineup. Sid Matani comes in here. Hiran Patel could be another batter that we could see at the top of the order. Jesse Singh. When you think about Jesse Singh at the U.S. international level, he'd probably go at 9, 10, or 11, but maybe 9 and 10. But at this level, at minor league level, Matt, he's always considered a batter to give you a few. Oh, that's a good ball from Rushir Joshi. So the 6th over comes to a close. Power play done and dusted. It's 34 for 1.
So Yasir Mohammed will continue. First over would have gone for 4. Going back to the point about the batting, I'm a bit surprised we didn't see Aman Patel in this 11. Aman Patel, an all-rounder, can bat pretty much anywhere in the order. I've seen him quite a few times. He would have spent last season with the Empire State Titans, would have had some decent innings. Very versatile player. So a bit interesting strategy to not see him.
So Yasir Mohammed just off the plane. In fact, both Mukamala and Yasir Mohammed might have been on the same flight, Matt. In the same area, touching down at Newark. Edged away from Mukamala, and it runs towards the deep point area. And he has picked up a boundary. Lovely shot from Sai Mukamala.
Yeah, Mukamala getting a slice away for 4. Again, seeing the outfield racing away to the boundary. It's been a steady beginning this from the Stallions. Mukamala has maybe now taken up that Dominic Ricky role, has began to try and open up a little bit.
And you look at Yasir Mohammed, he's bowled a stock ball, the leg spin so far. Haven't seen the googly yet. Let's watch for that. Ball driven into the offside. Could be looking for a couple of runs. A long region to cover by the fielder. And the batting of Sai Mukamala continues to flow here. Lovely shot again into the offside.
Yeah, 3 twos off the bat of Mukamala already.
Look at that. Another leg spin from Yasir Mohammed. I'm wondering why he hasn't really opted to bowl the googly. He may know Mukamala pretty well, that he can read good spin bowling. Look at that, another one cut into the offside. Can't score. 7 over comes to a close. It's 40 for the loss of Dominic Ricky. 40 for 1.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Suprit Shaw will continue. In fact, will come into for his second over. We saw Rushir Joshi bowling one from here. coming to bowl to Matani. He's on just a couple of runs. Mukamala has looked quite flowing this morning. Ball cut away. That's a lovely shot from Matani. Could be looking for a couple of runs. We talked about it's been a quicker outfield this year. And 2 good looking runs here from Matani.
Yeah, just guiding it down. Sit at Matani, using the field nicely, and that's so important here at this venue. Even if the ball is not flying away to the fence or over the fence, just being able to work the field and try and find the gaps, pick up any runs you can. We've seen that to be a good strategy by the Stallions. 5 twos run already.
He's looking to go to the onside, and beaten by a very good delivery here from Preet Shaw. Not only beat the batter, but even the wicketkeeper couldn't collect. Couple of byes signal here from umpire Brian Kane, and 2 more here for the Stallions. They're up to 44.
And we saw discipline prove to be not really an issue because they would have won the game, but somewhat of a hindrance to the Manhattan New Yorkers. Just the first bit of extras we've seen, though, so they've been much more disciplined.
Lofted into the onside. Yasser Mohammed, safe as houses. He takes an easy catch. And Matani is gone. It's 44 for 2.
Yeah, lofted straight down the ground. As soon as you saw Yasser Mohammed coming around, it always felt like it was going to be a safe catch. He's a top fielder, Yasser Mohammed. And that is just too easy. Looking to drag it out to long on. And Yasser Mohammed takes the catch. Simple one for him, and the Manhattan Yorkers have a second. Matani falls for 4.
So 44 for 2. Suprit Madan comes in at number 4. He joins Mukamala. And match, we've seen a couple of wickets fall. We've seen that of Dominic Ricky. And we've seen that of Sid Matani. Both took catches that this Yorker team continues to hold on quite impressively.
Yeah, it was certainly an impressive bit of fielding to remove Dominic Ricky. Good reflex catch from Chatapaliam. The second one, much more straightforward for Yasser Mohammed.
So Suprit Madan comes in at number 4. Saw him last year. Got a few runs, and he's another one of the top order here for the New Jersey Stallions. Being retained this year. It's going to be interesting to see how he factors in. Preet Shaw has picked up 1. We saw yesterday a brilliant spell from him. 4 overs, no mid, none for 11, and really probably would have sealed the game yesterday for the Yorkers. Couple of good balls here to Suprit Madan. Mukamala has looked pretty solid and confident today. The Stallions, having won the toss, electing to bat. Brave call from them. When you look at what's happening last year and this year, every team are inclined to win the toss and bowl. Into the offside. They're going to scamper 1. No, they will not run. And that will complete the 8 over. So 8 gone is 44 for 2. So Nimish Beichu gets a ball mat. Saw him yesterday, 44 for 2. He comes in. Will come into ball to Sai Mukamala.
Would have bowled extremely well. 2 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 1. Would have been incredibly difficult to get away, and that 1 run that he conceded was off the very last ball of his second over. A much earlier ball for him. We saw him introduced quite late into the innings, which is why he probably only got the 2 overs. They might look to him to maybe give them a full 4 throughout these middle.
So Mukamala will be pushing for a couple of runs. There's his siding against it. And hands the strike over to Suprit Madan. You're a big fan of matchups? Nimish Beichu, the off spinner, will come into ball to Suprit Madan, the left-hander. Getting the ball to turn away from the left-hander. Slip in place. 45 for 2, Matt.
Big fan. Maybe might not go that far.
Oh, he comes out with the switch hit from Suprit Madan. And it looks like that is gone for 4. But that's a lovely switch hit.
Brilliant, and that's one way. That's one way to get rid of the matchup. To totally switch stance and just sweep it away, switch hit away into the leg side on the opposite hand. And Suprit Madan, in some fashion, has gotten off the mark, and he's gotten the Stallions up to 49. So nearing that 50 mark.
Oh, swept away. Running here from the fielder. He'll not get to the ball. And that's another 4. A more orthodox shot from the left-hander, Suprit Madan. And successive 4s.
Well, he's just about got every sweep in the book, it seems. Suprit Madan, traditionally the left-hander, switching to the right and sweeping it away. This time, sticking to himself and going with the conventional paddle sweep. And Suprit Madan has brought up the 50 in some style. This back-to-back boundaries here, and it's been a drastic change of fortune here from Beichu. Took him 11 deliveries to concede a run, and has conceded 9 in 3 balls today.
Yeah, what a difference a day makes. And you've got to say, Matt, they've run into perhaps a more sterner opposition. 9 off 3 balls, couple of 4s. Oh, it's in the air. Danish Patel runs around, ball in the air for some time, but well away from the fielder. Well, not might have been Danish Patel, but a single here to Suprit Madan. Pranav Chatapalian is the fielder. We saw him taking a blinder to get rid of Dominic Ricky. Catching has really been good from the Manhattan Yorkers from since yesterday. And they continue to play well. 10 off this over. What a difference a day makes. Might have been surprised that Nimish Beichu didn't bowl maybe another 2 overs yesterday. But the game came down to a point in which they needed someone to really keep the Somerset Cavaliers in check. 9 gone is 54 for 2.
So Yasir Mohammed will operate from the other end. Seen him bowl a couple from the far end. 54 for 2 on the board after 9. They've pretty much stuck on that exactly 6-run and over mark for quite some time here, have the Stallions. So that they've paced their innings quite nicely so far. But Suprit Madan has come out and he's lived quite dangerously. Couple of sweeps. One that was in the air that landed safely, but looks like he's going to play some shots here.
So it's in the air, fielder will come in. Oh, the catch-in continues to be good.
And what doesn't kill you right away might do so later on. Suprit Madan, we saw him play the 4th maybe sweep shot in his innings. We saw one that he got a single off of in the previous over, land in no man's land. This time though, a very good catch. Fielder had a lot of running in to do. Did very well in the end. And Yasir Mohammed strikes. Madan falls for 9. It's 54 for 3.
Been good here from the Manhattan Yorkers. Take a look at this one. Top edged into the onside. And the US under 19 international Sid Kappa comes up with a very good catch. Well judged. And the 3rd wicket goes down. Ramratan comes to the middle. And Yasir Mohammed has picked up one. We saw yesterday he got one for 15. And he's picked up one here, the wicket of Sid Matani. Ramratan, the leg spinning all-rounder, comes to the middle here. He comes in at number 5. And the Stallions, having won the toss, electing to bat first. They're batting a 54 for 3. Yeah, that's a good delivery again. Ramratan, he's been part of this unit for some years. Has only played here. He's only played with the Stallions over time. We saw last year getting some 84 runs, averaging about 16 last year. Look at that, couple of good balls here from Yasir Mohammed. How important is the bowlers to be bowling to a new batter, Matt? Advantage always favoring the batter when that scenario happens.
Yeah, very important. You see the Yorkers have remained attacking, gone with that slip in place.
And I'm talking about bowlers getting a chance to bowl with the new man in. And that's a rule law that has been changed in 2022. No more crossing of batters when a catch is taken, as we saw Sid Kappa did in just about a couple of balls ago. Ramratan gets off the mark with 1 and brings Sai Mukamala back on strike. This has been a very good over from Yasir Mohammed. He's only conceded 1, picked up the wicket of Sid Matani. We're just about the 10th over mark, 55 for 3. Yasir Mohammed 1 for 15 yesterday, 1 for 11 so far. And that will complete over number 10. So 10 gone is 55 for 3.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So 55 for 3, 10 gone. Easy calculation going at 5.5 runs and over. Ramratan has just come to the middle. He's on 1. Seen a good knock from Mukamala. New bowler being given the ball here, Matt. Looks like, is that Dhruv Pawar? Yep. So Pawar replaces Kangura. And they've opted to stay with Rushir Joshi and the captain Manoj Acharya. And they've brought in that extra spinner. Conditions favor them at this facility. He gets a ripper of a delivery and the ball goes through to Shashidhar. Good start from Dhruv Pawar.
Yeah, he's a top young spinner, is Dhruv Pawar. See right away, making things difficult for Ramratan.
Big appeal, taken on the pad. Ritesh Patel not convinced. And Raymond Ramratan lives to fight another day.
Yeah, certainly a big shout from the Manhattan Yorkers, looking to sweep his Ramratan. It's been a good start from Dhruv Pawar.
Playing across the line of a delivery, so Dhruv Pawar has made a very good start. 3 dot balls, a big appeal, all happening in this over. Given an opportunity here to play against Stallions, and he's really started well. Brings Mukamala, who's really batted well considering what has happened here. He's seen 3 of his teammates go back to the shade. He's been there from the start. He's up on 19. And he makes batting look easy, Matt. Sai Mukamala. While the bowling has really been on top, he has been quite confident playing shots. Nudges into the onside, the offside, and we've seen a couple of boundaries from him.
Yeah, he's looked quite fluent.
A cutaway into the offside. Fielder comes around. And the feeling has really been good. A couple of runs here from Mukamala. The 11th over comes to a close. It's 60 for 3. So Prechaw will continue. 11 overs gone, 60 for 3. Ramratan is on 2. Mukamala is on 23. So far, we've seen Dominic Ricky for 20, batted fluently at the top of the order. Matani for 4. Madan for 9. We've seen 2 wickets from Prechaw. 1 from Yasser Mohammed so far. And we're coming to you live from New Jersey, Mercer County Park. This is the Stallions Yorkers clash. And when you look at the tail of the tape over the years, 3 years of minor league cricket, and that essentially meant that we have seen 6 contests between these two teams. Might be wondering what are the numbers there? Well, lofted. In trouble is Raymond Ramratan into the safe hands of Yasser Mohammed. And another Stallions wicket goes down. Ramratan gone.
Yeah, and falling in similar fashion to Matani, looking to go lofted down the ground and once again picking out Yasser Mohammed. So maybe the pressure just starting to get to the Stallions here a bit. Ramratan looking to make something happen. He falls and it's 60 for 4. Preet Shah has got a third.
So lofted towards long on, and look at that. Yasir Mohammed, once he gets into position, he allows the ball to drop into his hands. Such a safe catcher. And the fourth wicket goes down 60 for 4. Jesse Singh comes to the middle, the captain. And Preet Sharmat, you made mention. Excellent bowling figure so far, 3 for 10 in his third over.
Yeah, he didn't get any wickets yesterday. Goes none for 11. Today, though, he's been quite the opposite. He's been the pick of the wickets, 3 for 10. 3 out of the 4 has belonged to Preet Shah. He's bowled quite tidy as well. And Jesse Singh will have a big responsibility here, coming in as the captain with a lot of work to do.
Oh, he goes big, smashes this one out of the playing area by some yards. Jesse Singh has arrived.
Welcome, Jesse Singh, to Mercer County. He has started off his campaign in 2024 with a banger straight down the ground. And a huge hit from Jesse Singh, making no mistake, hammering that one a long way over the commentary booth.
Yeah, better comeback ball from Preet Shah. And we'll have to hunt the records, Matt. During the course of yesterday and his spell today, has anyone struck Preet Shah out of the park?
Junaid Nadir certainly didn't. And that's probably the man that counts the most. Would have bowled an incredible final over to Junaid Nadir, defending 12.
Seen a massive hit not too long ago from Jesse Singh. He's always a keen cricketer, Jesse. Busy player, the U.S. international setup, and always part of this Stallions unit over the years. Preet Shah has gone for 6. He's picked up the wicket of Ramratan in this over. Mukamala is up on 23. They've lost 4. They're batting a 66. You can see that. Oh, Jesse, brilliant ball. Straight into the glove of Shashi Dar. Brilliant ball to complete the 12th. Is 66 for 4.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Let's see, maybe after the halftime you'll see it.
Good, okay.
So paddled away. Couple of runs from Mukamala. And he's just been carrying on business as usual, it seems. Even though things have broken down a little bit at the other end. We've seen the departures of Matani, Suprit Madan, Ramratan in quite quick succession. Mukamala has continued batting.
And Matthew, look at Mukamala. He first of all gets quickly off strike. Seems to have a good understanding how spin works. He's able to read deliveries from Yasir Mohammed and the other spinner, Preet Shah. Dhruv Pawar has just come into the attack. We saw an over from him already, an over that he conceded 5. Jesse Singh picks up another run. The score goes up to 69. 69 for 4. Yeah, Mukamala slice into the offside. Could pick up a couple of runs here. And the point I was making, Matt, when you look at Mukamala, he gets so quickly off strike because he seems to understand what has been bowled, and that's one of the hallmark of good batting. Being able to not stay on strike for too long, not to be set up by any bowler. Look at that. Eased into the offside and hands the strike over to the captain, Jesse Singh. Well, in fact, he will retain strike when play resumes. We've got one more ball remaining, sorry. So 73 for 4 at the moment. Good ball. So the over comes to a close. 73 for 4. Suprit Madan will continue. Will come into bowl to Mukamala. We've seen a partnership developing here. 13 runs, not a lot, but at Mercer County Park, every run is so valuable. And Suprit Madan will finish up here 3 for 17 so far, Matt. Looking for another one, perhaps. Man of the day yesterday. Bowled brilliantly and may have got New Yorkers across the line.
Certainly got his tournament off to a great start. Suprit Madan defending a final over against a red-hot Junaid Nadir yesterday. Coming back with 3 wickets. Not as tidy. He's conceded more runs, but he's got 3 more wickets to show for it.
Ball cut away from Jesse Singh. Could pick up a couple of runs here. You look at Jesse Singh. He's always keen to add a few to his batting record from time to time. Fancy himself as always a fast bowler who can bat and bat well. And when you look at minor league cricket over the years, Matt, he's always been slotted in 5, 6, 7, and he's gotten some good scores from time to time to prove that he belongs just across 5, 6, and 7 at times. And he's led well over the years for the Stallions. And that's one of the things the Stallions probably don't have to worry about come year after year. They know that that the leadership is in capable hands of Jesse Singh. It's been around long enough. Gets beaten by a good delivery. We'll have to wait and see if he got an edge from this one from Brian Kane. They cross for a couple. Yeah, it would have come off the bat of Jesse Singh, so may have eluded Shashidar.
Yep, off the outside edge. Just out of reach for Nirmit Shashidar. And we talked about the loss of Deron Davis, who was really that aggressor throughout the middle overs. Jesse Singh gets this one down the ground. He was so important through those middle overs, Deron Davis, because of how well he batted against the spin. And he was someone that really, as difficult as runs were to come by, Deron Davis was striking it quite nicely. Jesse Singh could end up playing that role for them this year.
So ball into the offside, and Mukamala picks up another one. So 14 gone. It's 80 for 4. So 14 overs gone, 80 for 4. That's the Stallions camp. All decked out in their red mat. Red has featured quite prominently in the Stallions kit the last couple of years. I thought they were a lot bluer in maybe 2021, or have they always been more prominent in red? Lofted into the offside. And Jesse Singh comes into strike.
Yeah, they would have actually been a bit more of a bluish, indigo type of color, 2021 and 2022. It would have been a mixture of both. The kits would have merged into each other. Would have seen a bit of both colors, which I thought was very cool.
And speaking of red, don't see too many teams in 26 teams of minor league cricket sporting red. I'm trying to think. I know Atlanta Fire has a red kit. 81 for 4. Jesse and Mukamala, they're enjoying a 21-run partnership for the time being. Lofted, struck well from Jesse Singh, and that has gone a long way for a maximum.
Yeah, again, a lovely shot from Jesse Singh, taking the spin on and winning that battle. And again, I mentioned we saw how explosive Deron Davis was throughout this phase of the innings. I genuinely think Jesse Singh might and should have to step into that role. Without having Deron Davis, Jesse Singh might have to maybe go up a spot or two higher, because he's certainly capable of playing shots like that on a regular basis. He's up to 18 of 13 deliveries, and he's gotten the Stallions back on track in terms from a run rate standpoint.
125 runs last year, average at around 20. That's good returns from the eastern side, and Jesse Singh, along with Mukamala's, has put this partnership at a valuable 28 runs, 31 balls still to be bowled. And Jesse Singh already with a couple of big sixes. Into the offside, can't score this time. The feeling has always been good from this Yorkers team. 15 gone. It's 88 for 4.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Here, Joshi will come back. 5 overs to go, so really the theme of the Yorkers innings. Pace at the start, spin through the middle, and then go back to the seamers towards the back end.
And Matt, you get the feeling that Roshir Joshi and manager Charya will have to pick up the slack, having opted to leave out Yash Kangura for today's game. And so manager Charya and Roshir Joshi will have to be the seam options. Jesse Singh on 19, Mukamala on 32. And they've gone pretty well. That's Yash Kangura taking a stroll around the park. He's got a match off, maybe a day off. A chance, good running in the end. And that partnership has gone up to 29. Valuable runs from Jesse Singh and Mukamala.
Yeah, certainly. 29-run partnership between these two.
We talked about there have been six encounters between these two teams, between Stallions and Yorkers. Two every year. Oh, in the air, in trouble here is Mukamala. Oh, the catching from manager Charya this time. Quite impressive. And Mukamala goes, it's 89 for 5.
The Yorkers just do not miss in the field. Another one, another sky up offer this time from Saiteja Mukamala. Going straight up in the air. And the captain, Manoj Acharya, another safe pair of hands. Not going to let that one get away from him. Mukamala looking to go big. He was kept quiet for a bit of time. Realizing late in the innings, looking to get the Stallions going again. But in the end, into the hands of Acharya, who takes a simple catch in the end. Ruchir Joshi picks up a wicket, and it's 89 for 5.
So 89 for 5. Hiren Patel comes in at number 7. Still batting to come. Stephen Waig, Mila Varapu, Karan Patel, Arjun Vagela. Roshir Joshi has picked up he's picked up his first wicket. 1 for 11 so far. And this Yorkers team, we haven't seen a spill, we haven't seen a drop catch. If there's anything you probably want to look at, might have been Shashi Dar in the last over. An edge that came off the bat of Jesse Singh, man. But other than that, it has been brilliance. That everything has gone up into the hands of one of the fielders from any of the fielders from Manhattan Yorkers. They have gleefully accepted.
Yeah, they certainly have. They've backed up their ball as well. Part of the reason they were able to put so much pressure on the Cavaliers yesterday.
Playing a miss here from Hiren Patel. And I've seen Hiren Patel batted a couple of times at the top of the order over the years, Matt, with the Stallions. He's a keeper, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see him behind the stumps, especially having lost Monang Patel this season.
So this over's gone pretty well for Roshir Joshi. Oh, speaking of catches, the first one from the Manhattan Yorker goes down. Would have been a tough chance in covers. We'll take a look at that.
Yeah, uppish in the air from Hiren Patel. Offering a chance was always going to be difficult. Put down in the end from Bechu.
Yeah, the only blemish on their great catching record. To the offside, Pritchard does well. So the 16th over comes to a close. It's 91 for 5. Jesse Singh on 21. Hiren Patel on 1. 91 for 5.
Another look at that chance from Nimish Bechu. That one gone a begging. Very difficult. Would have been similar to the Chattapali catch that we saw off of Dominic Ricky. Very quick one, a sharp catch, diving away low. That time, though, unable to hold on.
So Manoj Acharya, 2 overs, no man, none for 12 at the top of the order mat. He's been given the ball. We've got 24 balls here for the Stallions, winning the toss, electing to bat. Captain Jesse Singh has batted well for 21. He's joined by Hiren Patel, who's just come to the crease. And hazy sunshine here at Mercer County Park in New Jersey. Our venue this year will see some 17 games to be played here, spread across the entire month of September. Punched into the offside from Jesse Singh and hands the strike over to Hiren Patel. We will see 7 games when the evening of Monday comes. And up next, the Philadelphians will begin their 2024 campaign along with New England Eagles. So that game coming up at 2 o'clock. We've seen Somerset Cavaliers losing to Manhattan Yorkers yesterday. Manhattan Yorkers enjoying or engaging New Jersey Stallion in this one, and then New England Eagles and Philadelphia will round off the doubleheader. And that game coming up at 2 o'clock. Here is Manoj Acharya. And a play and a miss. Shashidhar does well to not allow the batter to go through for any run. And we come down to the next 22 balls here in this Yorkers versus Stallions matchup. So hazy conditions. And the sun has always been fighting the clouds, Matt, since yesterday to come out. Cut into the offside. And a good stop by the fielder, preventing a chance maybe for an extra run. And Hiren Patel goes up to 2.
Yeah, pinching one there. Running hard. We'll see Jesse Singh back on strike. 21 deliveries remaining. Acharya into his 3rd over. It's been quite economical, but we did see him concede a bit towards the end. And there goes Jesse Singh, making a move, shuffling across and just helping it on its way all the way for a maximum. And here again, Jesse Singh will look to maximize these remaining 2.5 overs. Will look to really stamp his authority, get the New Jersey Stallions to a somewhat of a respectable total here. We saw 119 hold up from the Manhattan Yorkers yesterday. Jesse Singh will certainly look to push the Stallions even past that.
Yeah, lovely shot again from Jesse Singh. His 3rd 6 of the innings. He's quickly up to 28 from 18 balls. And Matt, when for those batters who have come to this facility here will know the context and striking the ball far and hard. Gets a single into the offside, into the onside, and now it comes down to 19 balls remaining. The 100 comes up here for the Stallions, and it comes up in the 17th over. 100 on the board here for Stallions, 100 for 5. Saw the 50 coming up in the 9th over. And the 100 comes up on the verge of the completion of the 17th. Here is Hiren Patel. Can't score this time. And so the 17th over comes to a close. 17 gone. It's 100 for 5. 100 for 5.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Yasser Mohammed will continue. Tree was numbered 1 for 11. Picked up the wicket of Suprit Madan. Seen him take a couple of catches to Matt. And coming to bowl to Jesse Singh. Jesse Singh has really batted well so far. And we come down to 17 balls remaining. Run the ball will give them 117. Somewhat similar score we saw yesterday posted by Manhattan Yorkers batted first. A couple of good balls. Impressive bowling from the leg spinner Yasser Mohammed.
Yeah, Jesse Singh will be so crucial. If he can face the most of these next 16 deliveries, he'll probably back himself to try and get maybe another 25 or so, 20, 25, maybe even 30 if he can really get a big over. Hiren Patel will also at some point look to get in on the act himself, you feel?
So Stallions have played Yorkers 6 times in 3 years. And that record stands at, surprisingly, that record stands at 4-2 in favor of the Yorkers, Matt. 4-2 in the favors of the Yorkers. So they've enjoyed good success against Stallions over the years. Play and a miss. This has been a quality over from Yasser Mohammed. No answer at all. And he's only conceded one with a final ball coming up. This has been an impressive 18th over from Yasser Mohammed. Big swing and a miss. And the 18th over comes to a close. One off that over. And after 18, it's 101 for 5. So Acharya with 12 balls remaining, 2 overs remaining. It's 101 for 5. Coming to bowl to Jesse Singh. Into the onside, could pick up a couple of runs here. The running has been good between Jesse Singh and Hiren Patel. It's 103 for 5, Matt. You were talking earlier on about red kits. 2 teams that probably comes to mind.
Yeah, not many. And certainly the Houston Hurricanes might be one. Playing red and black.
Atlanta Fire, he's gone. So Jesse Singh, Manoj Acharya comes in at a late surge. It's 103 for 6. Jesse Singh goes for 32.
Yeah, big strike there from Manoj Acharya, removing his opposite captain. Jesse Singh has to fall for 32. It was a well-played 32, though. Struck some big sixes around Mercer County Park. And would have certainly been disappointed that he couldn't stick around until the very end. 10 deliveries remaining. It would certainly have been crucial to the Stallions getting a big finish. Going across was Jesse Singh looking to work it into the leg side. Struck on the pad. Was always going to be close. So 103 for 6 as Jesse Singh departs. And Jaidev Patel walks to the middle.
It's a good strike here from Manoj Acharya, taking out certainly the big threat of Jesse Singh towards the back end. Still got 10 balls remaining, Matt, and as we have seen so many times in the last 10 balls of innings, what can happen? He comes into bowl to Jaidev Patel. Patel gets a good delivery, can score. And you get the feeling that Manhattan Yorkers will be looking in the 9 balls or so left to try and squeeze Stallion. 2 new batters out in the middle here, and Patel, he's only faced 9 balls. He's been there for a couple of overs, but Jaidev Patel, he's the unknown quantity for the time being. It's 103 for 6. So not a good ball from Manoj Acharya, but he allows the batter to go through for 1 here, and Patel will be on strike. And it comes down to 8 balls. It's 104, Matt. If the other 8 balls go for 8 singles, 112. Manhattan Yorkers will be quite happy with the way they've gone about business. Asked to bowl first. And their bowling has really come on. Their catching has been good, except one time. And now Manoj Acharya will come into bowl to Hiran Patel. Patel plays and misses. That's his 10th delivery he's faced. And he's only picked up a couple of runs, so he seems to be struggling here. 7 balls remaining. And you get the feeling that Rushir Joshi could be bowling the last over. Dhruv Pawar has 1. Nimish Bechu, he's only bowled 1 for 10, so plenty of bowling options. Oh, big swing from Hiran Patel. Finally connects over the square leg area. And that has gone for a massive 6. Hiran Patel.
Yeah, we know he can strike it, can Hiran Patel. He swung and missed a couple of times, but that one he was able to connect, send it a long way back, and exactly what the Stallions needed. A big end to what was a good over from Acharya, but it's been ruined by a huge strike from Hiran Patel. It's 110 for 6 at the end of 19.
So Rushir Joshi will bowl the final over. Manoj Acharya 1 for 30 off his 4. 3 for 23 from Preet Shah off his 4. Yasir Mohammed 1 for 12 off his 4. So the options were always going to be the likes of Rushir Joshi, perhaps Nimish Bechu, the spinner Dhruv Pawar, who's made his first appearance of the season for Yorkers. That's a good shot. Yasir Mohammed will come around. And Jaidev Patel has handed the strike over to Hiran Patel. It's Nelson for 6.
1-1-1 on the board for the New Jersey Stallions. 5 deliveries to go. Hiran Patel could certainly strike the ball and get them to over what we saw from the Manhattan Yorkers. 119 was defended yesterday. If the Stallions can get past that, might be even better.
Struck well from Hiran Patel. Second 6 in many balls. And that has gone over the ropes. Lovely shot.
Yeah, just swung away from Hiran Patel. Picked up nicely off of Joshi. And back-to-back 6s here from Hiran Patel and the balls that he's faced. And the Stallions now, it looks almost certain that they'll get past 119.
Into the offside, we'll be looking for a couple of runs. Preet Shah comes around. Pressure on this fielding side. And a couple of important runs there for Hiran Patel. It's 119.
It's been a very good start to this over here from Hiran Patel. He's faced 2 balls. He's gotten 8 from them. think he might be the man that will need to face the next 3 deliveries. Probably look to find the fence on all 3 of them.
So 9 in 3 balls from Rusher Joshi. Hiran Patel has played a couple of big ones. Going down the leg side, and we'll have to wait and see. May have touched something on the way through. Umpire Brian Keane is unmoved. So it comes down to the last 2 balls, 9 in this over. Hiran Patel with a couple of 6s. It's 119 on the board. Here is Richard Joshi to Hiran. Into the offside. Fielder comes around, falls in front of him, and they scamper through for a couple of runs. The throw comes in. Not one of the best ones. Now look at that. They've gone for 3, looking for 4. One of the rare times that you'll see 4. And in the end, 4 runs for Hiran Patel. Not a boundary 4, but they ran 4.
Goodness me. One of the rarest times. I don't think I've ever seen that in an actual game that I can remember. 2 batters running 4. And in fairness, it wasn't even that crazy of an incident. It wasn't like there was a ridiculous amount of overthrows. They just ran really well.
So might have taken on the body here. They're running for everything. We'll have to wait and see Brian Kane. He comes up with a leg by signal. Doesn't matter how they come. And it's 124 for 6. So that completes the 20 over allotment. So 124 for 6, Matt. We'll quickly take a look at the scorecard. But Manhattan Yorkers, they have posted 124, 5 more than what we saw yesterday. And we'll quickly look at the scorecards to get you going and then set up for the reply from the Manhattan Yorkers. 124 for 6.
I think the Stallions will be quite pleased with that. They got off to a decent start. Dominic Ricky, Saiteja Mukamala got things off and running quite well. And then you look at Jesse Singh and Hiran Patel at the back end. So they got exactly what was needed. A good start, a good finish, even though things did fall away a bit there in the middle. You see some low scores, but they were able to pick up thanks to the captain and Hiran Patel at the very end with a couple of 6s from him. So 124 for 6 at the end of 20 overs. And the Manhattan Yorkers will need 125. It's about 5 more than what the Somerset Cavaliers needed yesterday. They didn't get over the line. The Manhattan Yorkers will look to be the first side of this 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship in the East Division to win a game chasing and 124.
Lovely strike from Dominic Ricky. And look at that. It goes 1 bounce away for an early boundary for Stallions. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Cracking shot through the offside. And Dominic Ricky picks up his 2nd boundary. That's a sparkling shot. Lovely shot from Dominic Ricky racing up towards the offside boundary. Oh, what a brilliant catch from that fielder, and Dominic Ricky has to go. New work. Edged away from Mukamala, and it runs towards the deep point area, and he has picked up a boundary. Lovely. Lofted into the onside. Yasser Mohammed, safe as houses. He takes an easy catch. Oh, he comes out with the switch hit from Suprit Madan. And it looks like that is gone for 4. But that's a... Oh, swept away. Running here from the fielder. He'll not get to the ball. And that's another 4 A more orthodox shot from the left-hander Suprit Madan and successive fours. So it's in the air, fielder will come in. Oh, the catch-in continues to be good. What are the numbers there? Well, lofted. In trouble is Raymond Ramratan into the safe hands of Yasser Mohammed. And another Stallions wicket goes down. Oh, he goes big, smashes this one out of the playing area by some yards. Jesse Singh has arrived. Lofted, struck and struck well from Jesse Singh. And that has gone a long way to every year. Oh, in the air, in trouble here is Mukamala. Oh, the catching from manager Charya this time. Quite impressive.
A bit towards the end. And there goes Jesse Singh. Making a move, shuffling across and just helping it on its way all the way.
Atlanta Fire, he's gone. So Jesse Singh, manager Charya comes in at a late surge. It's 103 for 6. And so plenty of bowling options. Oh, big swing from Hiran Patel. Finally connects over the square leg area. And that has gone for a massive 6.
Better.
Struck and struck well from Hiran Patel. Second 6. Into the offside. Fielder comes around, falls in front of him, and they scamper through for a couple of runs. The throw comes in. Not one of the best one. Now look at that. They have gone for 3, looking for 4. One of the rare times that you'll see 4. And in the end, 4 runs for Hiran Patel. Not a boundary 4, but they ran 4.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
You're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.
So we are back and ready for the chase. Game 1 of 2 at Mercer County today. New Jersey Stallions and the Manhattan Yorkers halfway through the first game. The New Jersey Stallions would have posted 124. The Manhattan Yorkers need 125 for victory. Pranav Chattopadhyay and Danish Patel walk out to the middle, and Jesse Singh, as expected, the captain, will start things off for the Stallions.
So 125. Very round figure, Matt. 125, 150, 175. Numbers works well when they're into 25s. And so 125 is the target. I'm pretty sure that Yorkers would have wanted something lesser, but we're ready for a restart. Jesse Singh has always been a new ball bowler, runs into Bolter Chattopadhyay. He gets a good ball, good lift. And things are on the way here. 125 to win from 119. Asking 6.30 and over. And I'm pretty sure that things will change as the game progresses. Saw a good knock from Mukamala, who got 32. In fact, Jesse Singh also got 32. So a couple of 32s. Chattopadhyay gets a quality delivery. How experienced is Jesse Singh in scope of American cricket, man?
He's been around the circuit for so long, as Jesse Singh has played so much cricket around the New York, New Jersey area. He's played all around the world as well for the USA.
Yeah, such a keen competitor. Quality bowler. In the air, ball falling in front of, looks to be Sid Matani, but hanging in the air for some time. Beaten by a good delivery, looking to play through the onside. The ball would have taken a bit of a leading edge into the offside.
Yeah, some anxious moments there from Chattopadhyay. Just out of reach of Matani. But it's been a very good start from Jesse Singh, right on the money.
And we talked about the matchups between these two teams. Yorkers have won 4. Stallions have won 2. In 6 meetings. Wide is a signal from umpire Brian Kane. And look at that, that's gone for 5 wides.
String down a bad line there is Jesse Singh. Out of reach of Hiren Patel. Couldn't get across quickly enough. And it's raced away for 4. So Jesse Singh, the first delivery where he hasn't really got right. He's been right on the stumps. He's forced Chattopadhyay to really play at everything. But on that occasion, straying too far down the leg side. Always difficult maybe for the keepers to get across quickly.
Yeah, apart from the wides from Jesse Singh, he's really given up nothing else. Saw the third delivery. A tough chance for Fielders in the offside. Sid Matani was the closest to the ball. But relative to that, we've seen a good start from Jesse Singh. You spoke about how he's been around American cricket long enough. He's played so many international matches, both at the League 2 50 over level and T20 international level for the US. Gets another quality delivery, so the youngster will have to contend with some very fine bowling here, started by Jesse Singh, as Danish Patel has been given his opportunity to face his first ball in this game. 125 is the target, and they're batting a 6 for no loss. So we saw a fighting 32 from Mukamala. A quick one from Jesse Singh. We also saw 20 at the back end of the innings from Hiran Patel. And at the top of the order, we saw fluent Dominic Ricky post in 20. So those were the principal scorers as Jesse Singh. Final ball in over. First ball to Danish Patel. And Patel gets a good ball into the onside. A scamper through for one. That will complete the first. And after one, Yorkers chasing 125. They're batting a 7 for no loss.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Sid Matani, the off spinner, has been given the ball. He partners Jesse Singh. Will come into ball to Danish Patel, and Danish Patel, he's such a good talent, Matt, but struggled for runs last year. We'll be hoping that he can string along some good scores today. Thought he got 10 yesterday, but we'll have to get going in this series, and would want to give Yorkers a solid start today.
Yeah, they'll certainly expect a lot from these two, Chatapali and Danish Patel. Matani starts with one outside the off stump, left alone by Danish Patel. Not surprising to see spin being brought into the attack this early on by the Stallions. We've got two quality new ball spinners in the form of Siddharth Matani and Sachin Mailavarapu, who I'm sure we'll see not too long from now, in addition to the pace of Jesse Singh.
Yeah, also Ramratan is a viable option. Couple of good balls here. In fact, 3 good balls here from Sid Matani, 3 dot balls. Danish Patel, we made mention, got 8 of 15 deliveries yesterday. And the boys from Manhattan Yorkers have already put points on the table, got past a well put together Somerset Cavaliers side. Oh, ball into the offside. Look at that. And this will run away for 4. So a good shot from Danish Patel from a ball outside the off stump. And he carved this one away through the offside. Lovely shot from Danish Patel.
Very good shot indeed from Danish Patel. Very classy player. Picks up 4. First boundary of the innings for the Manhattan Yorkers. Matani again just offering a bit of width, and especially in the power play overs, batters will tend to pounce on that.
Oh, into the offside, into the hands of Sachin Mailavarapu. And so Danish Patel, he goes for 5. Stallions strikes. It's 11 for 1.
It's exactly what the Stallions were looking for. An early wicket. Matani, known to be a wicket taker. Similar delivery, again giving him some width, but pitched up this time. And Danish Patel, uppishly driven into the hands easily in the end of Mailavarapu. And the first wicket goes down for the Manhattan Yorkers. Danish falls for 5. It's 11 for 1.
So Sid Kappa comes in at number 3. And they've lost an early one. Matani gets a bit of a revenge match, having been carved through the offside for 4. Next ball, Danish Patel couldn't keep it down, and an excellent catch from Sachin Mailavarapu at cover. And all of a sudden, Manhattan Yorkers, they're 1 down for 11 on the board. And US Junior International Sid Kappa comes to the middle. Seen a good over so far from Matani. He's only conceded 4. He's picked up the wicket of Danish Patel.
So a good over, successful one from Matani. Got the big wicket of Danish Patel. It's 11 for 1 after 2. So Jesse Singh will resume things from the commentary booth end. Chetapaliam will be the man on strike. 2 USA junior nationals, as we'd alluded to earlier.
Oh, lovely drive into the offside. Can't pierce the offside field. And Matt, what you've seen in so many cricket matches, the offside is such a, the off drive, the cover drive is such a wonderful shot. And one of the reasons why it's such a wonderful shot, it's a heavy populated area on the offside. You look at this field, and we'll take a look at that. We'll try to take a little bit of shot on the offside when we get a chance, and you'll see how packed offside field there usually is. And it's always a lovely drive when you can pierce that populated side of the cricket field. And that what makes it even more an impressive shot to play when it's done correctly.
Yeah, certainly crazy to think that you can have so many men on one side of the field and still a batter can find gaps.
Yeah, it's all onto the pad, and they're gonna scamper through for a leg by. And we were talking about the offside field for Jesse Singh as Sid. Well, now it will change as Sid Kappa comes into strike. 12 for 1. They've lost the wicket of Danish Patel, driving uppishly into the offside. And so it's 113 to win from 105, asking 6.4 and over. They're going 4.8, and Jesse Singh operates from the media center end. And he allows the ball to go through is Siddharth Kappa. We'll take a look at the offside field for the left-hander, but if you look at even the right-hander, you'll notice that it's a packed offside field. There's a man at slip, man at point, there's a square cover, there's an extra cover, and there's a mid-off. So it's always an area in which there's so many personnel. And when you beat those men, as we have seen so many batters can do with expert ease, it makes the shot even more wonderful. Pulled into the onside. Hasn't timed it too well, but I think it will be enough for it to trickle across the boundary And that's a good looking shot to start with from Sid Kappa.
Yeah, Jesse Singh banging in the short delivery into the pitch. Sid Kappa was up for the challenge, pulling this one away for 4. You mentioned all the men on the offside, leaves the leg side quite vacant. So Jesse Singh going short, Sid Kappa realizing that he's got a chance at land safely if he can get it in a good area.
A better ball from Jesse Singh. That will complete 3. 3 gone. It's 16 for the loss of 1.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Matani will continue. And why not? We'll bowl to Pranav Chetapaliyam. We made mention of 2 young players out in the middle, players who would have played on the same team at the US National. And Siddharth Matani's picked up the wicket of Danish Patel in the previous over, so a lot of changing around for the left and right batters out in the middle, Matt. And probably as a captain, been a lot of confusion at times to really get the field right. 109 needed from 102 balls, 124 posted by the Stallions. And a play and a miss, and Dominic Ricky waits patiently at first slip. And a little play and a miss here from Chetapaliyam. Trying to go through with a reverse shot. Doesn't go too well, and the ball goes through to the keeper, Hiran Patel. Second match of the weekend. We saw yesterday Yorkers, the batting team, getting past Cavaliers. And then still another game to come. New England Eagles will begin their campaign. They'll take on the Philadelphians, who will also do that. And that game slated to begin at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So doubleheaders all across the country. And Mercer County Park will host 7 games this weekend, 17 overall in 2024. So a lot of games coming to the Mercer County Park. The Eastern Division will see Mercer County Park and the Oval out in Glenville hosting the East games, as this one into the onside, and an easy single here from Sid Kappa, and brings the left-hander back on strike. It's 18 for 1.
And constantly adjustments being made to the field. Perhaps a nightmare for the fielding side to see these 2 rotating the strike. Every ball, you've pretty much got to make some sort of adjustment from left to right.
And Matt, yesterday you talked about Sid Matani on a on a different topic. We were talking about the long move, the long migration of players from across zones to play minor league cricket, and Sid Matani was on top of your list.
Yeah, man, who would have spent a lot of time in the teal and the light green and yellow colors of the San Diego Surf Riders and the Atlanta Lightning, now finds his way with the Stallions, 19 for 1 after 4.
So 19 for 1 at the end of 4. Jesse Singh gets a relief and new bowler. So Arjun Vajala given the ball. He replaces Jesse Singh. 2 overs, no made, none for 11. And Matt, like anything else, start of a new season, start of new units, start of new faces. Arjun Vajala, relatively new to me, and certainly for the Stallions lineup.
Yeah, would have been part of the lineup last season. Under 21 pacer.
So ball pulled into the onside. Chattapaliam picks up a single and takes the score up to 20 for 1, 105 from 95 as we're watching the second game of the weekend here at Mercer County Park, pitch number 4. Yesterday we saw a thriller. Junaid Nadir almost brought it home for the Somerset Cavaliers until we saw a splendid over from Preacher that made sure that the Manhattan Yorkers put points on the table. Here is Arjun Vajela. Short ball and does well is Sid Kappa. One of those tennis shots. It's 21 for 1, Matt.
So a very young contest out in the middle. A lot of U21s, all 3 of them. Chattapaliam, Sid Kappa and Arjun Vajala.
Pulled. What a shot here from Chattapaliam. And that has gone a long way, almost over the road. And that's a massive 6 from Pranav.
Huge hit from Pranav Chattapaliam. They've preyed on the short deliveries of Pranav and Kappa. And Vajala banging one short. And that has been dispatched. One of the biggest 6s we've seen today off the bat of Pranav Chattapaliam.
And Matt, look, he's been given advice here from one of the best in the business, Jesse Singh. Goes up to the young man and has a few words. I'm pretty sure Jesse Singh, being a fast bowler himself, knows what it is to bowl short and struck far and out of this playing area. A couple of fielders outside the 30-yard now, one at long on, one at deep square leg. A better ball. What a ball here. Goes through to Hiran Patel. Good comeback delivery after being smashed for a massive 6 off the bat of Pranav Chattapaliam.
Yeah, much better ball. We saw short delivery from Jesse Singh that was pulled away for 4 from Kappa. That one shorter again, pulled for 6 from Chattapaliam. So the short stuff has been dealt with.
Yeah, ball into the offside and can't score. Here is Chattapaliam, and you get the feeling, Matt, with 7 in this over, in fact 8 in this over so far. And matches here at Mercer County, pitch number 4. You probably think that's probably enough in the over. There's always opportunities, presents itself for you to get more. You get them, but for the time being, they've done enough work in this over. Here is Vajela. And ball tucked away into the onside. Magla Varapu comes in with a dive. And they'll come back for 2. And now they're going to come back for 3. Good running here from Sid Kappa and Pranav Chattapaliam. And that's the end of the 5th over. So 5 gone is 30 for 1. So 5 overs gone. They're batting at 30 for 1.
Yeah, quite similar to where the Stallions were at this stage. I believe almost the exact same it might have been. 30 for 1 after 5. So the Yorkers well on pace. They both would have only lost 1 wicket as well. As So you see a bowling change here. Jaidev Patel comes into the attack.
Yeah, another newcomer to the lineup. Matt, not necessarily newcomers, but players who have been given opportunity this year in 2024. We spoke about the absence of players like Bhaskar Yadram and Deron Davis. So we've got some other players coming to the fore. I'd love to make an early impression so that they can play more. Seen 3 good balls there from Jaidev Patel. And I get a feeling that he doesn't look, he bowls left arm, but he doesn't look like one of those slow left arm orthodox. Seems to be using the seam of the ball. He's a left arm bowler, but looks to use the seam more than anything else. He doesn't even bowl off an angle run, as you probably will see from Sachin Mailavarapu. But he's been effective so far. He's bowled 3 dots. He's only given up 1. Sid Kappa comes into strike. And so they need 94 from 86. Manhattan Yorkers, they won yesterday. And another win today will put them 2 up in the series, but they've got to get past Stallions. Into the onside, we'll wait from Ritesh Patel. One of the umpires leg by is a signal from him. And so that brings the equation down to 93 to win from 85 balls. Still asking 6.5 runs and over. Pranav Chattopadhyay comes into strike. And he's driving and driving well. Will keep strike as the ball goes up to a mid-on position. So another single here for the Manhattan Yorkers. 6 gone. Power play done and dusted. It's 33 for 1.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Vajela will continue. So 33 for 1, 6 gone, Matt. Power play done and dusted. Comparing the Stallions power play.
Would have seen 34 for 1, posted after 6, so the Manhattan Yorkers just about even. Just a 1-run difference as of now between the 2 sides.
So Vajela, first over wind for 11. Ball pulled into the onside again from Chattopadhyay. He loves the short ball, and who doesn't love a short delivery? Waiting to pounced on. Sid Kappa comes into strike, and that partnership has gone up to 23. So very solid one so far for the Yorkers. Looking for the second win of the series, and Stallions will be looking that they can get off to a good start, but get the feeling, Matt, Yorkers off to a solid one here, 34 for 1. They've lost Danish Patel of the bowling of Matani. And Vagela into the offside, and good running here from Sid Kappa and Chattopadhyay. And Matt, having seen a previous season of cricket in 2023 and what you have seen here in second day, you get the feeling that singles and 2 can make a big difference in these matches. Good delivery here from Vagila.
For sure, and that's why the emphasis on the running is so important. We would have seen very good running during the Stallions innings. We saw Mukamala and Dominic Ricky. Mukamala and anybody pretty much. We saw a lot of twos made up Mukamala's innings. We even saw a four being run all between the sticks between Hiren Patel and Jaidev.
So ball pulled into the square leg area. Raymond Ramratan.
Seem to like the short stuff. Do Kappa and Chattapaliam. They've been on the pull early. Particularly Chattapaliam. When it's been short, they've been able to pull it away, but Raymond Ramratan sticking to the plan. They've got him posted out there.
Yeah, playing a miss. A bit of stifled appeal from the man at cover. Might have been Sid Matani. So this over has gone pretty well for Vagela. 3 runs off the over so far. And that's the crowd watching the proceedings here at Mercer County Park. Here is Vagela into the offside. Matani running back, settle. Oh, bobbles it for some time, but in the end holds on. And in fact, we'll double check on the fielder, but the second wicket goes down. Kappa goes. It's 36 for 2.
Suprit Madan it was. Went in the air for some bit of time from Kappa. And Suprit Madan would have had his fielders would have had their hands on their heads for a second. Couple of juggles, but Madan holds on in the end. Short delivery again from Vajala, and Kappa looking to maybe just a slice shot, but just went straight up in the air. And the catch was taken. So 36 for 2 then. The wicket that the Stallions needed.
So they still need 89 to win from 78 balls. And we talked about the partnership that was beginning to blossom, 25 off 31 balls. Well, that has come to an end. We've seen a wicket from Matani. We've seen one from Vagela. And Yorkers, they're batting at 36 for 2. Shashidar, who batted extremely well yesterday, Matt. Very brave player, played shots, notwithstanding the fact that there's been some difficult conditions here to bat, but he came out and played quite freely and got among the runs yesterday. I think he got a 41. Very important and fighting 41 here against the Cavaliers. 36 for 2 as he comes to the middle.
Would have been declared MVP of that game as well. Certainly played a very important innings. Without that knock, the Yorkers would not have finished perhaps on such a good total. The game decided by only about 10 runs or so for the Cavaliers. The innings from Shashidar, in addition to the runs, it's how quickly he got them as well. Struck it to all parts of the ground quite nicely.
So Jaidev Patel continues, starts pretty well. Dot ball. Saw an excellent over from him before. An over in which he only gave up a couple of runs. Starts pretty well with 2 dot balls here to Pranav Chattapaliam. And it's the Stallions fighting back here at Mercer County Park. Again worked into the onside, so we've seen a very good start to his second over from Jaidev Patel.
Yeah, Jaidev Patel new to the squad this season. And certainly getting a big chance here in the opening game. With the Stallions having played here last season, perhaps determining that spin would likely be the trick here. So giving the opportunity to Jaidev Patel to come in and under ideal conditions really for a spinner.
Yeah, you're right on that. And with the absence of Deron Davis, one, and then we haven't seen Myla Varapu, so he's been featured here. And so far, he's held up pretty well. You look at that, 10 balls he's bowled. He's only conceded 3. So Shashidar will get ready to face his first ball. We talked about how well he played yesterday. Got a 41. And he was so positive yesterday, Matt. Really played well. Into the offside. Another good, strong, solid delivery here from Jaidev Patel. He's only gone for 1 in 5 balls. You will want to finish well. Packed offside field as usual. And here he is, final ball. And Shashidar. Oh, into the offside. Well stopped by the man. A short cover. The 8 over comes to a close. A good one here from Jaidev Patel. It's 37 for 2.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Sachin Mailavarapu, we felt it was only a matter of time until we saw him begin his spell. It operates a lot in the power plays, but with the likes of Matani and Jaidev Patel into the team, it's been held back a bit.
Yeah, such a strong bowling unit, and Sachin Mailavarapu has always been featured in the last 3 years. You look at Jesse Singh, Sachin Mailavarapu, Stephen Wigg, and Ramratan, Matt. Quartet of men who's been around Stallions cricket for some time, so he's been given a ball. Not a finger spinner. Ball goes to the back of the keeper, and they'll come back for a couple of runs. Chattapalian certainly not shy to play shots, and given opportunities, Matt, he's ready to be an attacking player.
Yeah, and again, a shorter delivery from Mailavarapu. He was looking to go on the pull again. Strong area.
Oh, playing a miss, and so does the keeper, Hiran Patel. They could come back with a couple of byes here. Brian Keane walks to the square with arms down, and then pretty soon the arm goes up. So a couple of byes. Doesn't matter how they come. And it's 41 for 2. 125 is the target for the Yorkers. And essentially they need 84 from 70 balls, asking 7.2. Mailavarapu into the onside, looking for 2. No, they'll settle for 1. And brings Nimit Shashidar back on strike. It's 42 for 2, 83 to win. When you look at what has been a solid bowling attack over the years for the Stallion, you look at Jesse Singh, 10 wickets last year. Sachin Mailavarapu, 11 wickets last year. Deron Davis, he picked up 12. Stephen Wigg, we haven't seen him in action yet. He picked up 14. And this has been an over that has conceded 5 from Sachin Mailavarapu. Shashidar comes into strike, 42 for 2. They need 83 to win. The ball played into the offside. Good diving bit of stop here from the fielder. Another run here for Yorkers, bring them closer to 125, 82 runs away.
Yeah, keeping tabs of the run rate is such a difficult thing for chasing sides. Maybe part of the plan of batting first from the Stallions We saw how quickly things began to get away from the Cavaliers yesterday.
Yeah, looking to go big through the onside. The ball goes through to Hiran Patel, who's had to do a lot of work, Matt. More blocking up than collecting the ball. We've seen variable bongs on this surface, and that has been the challenge on the batters. Hoisted into the onside. We'll get an easy run. 9 overs gone. It's 44 for 2.
So look at how things have gone so far for the Manhattan Yorkers. Pranav Chetapaliyam leads the way with 22 off 35. Nimit Shashidar out in the middle, coming off a big knock. The likes of Yasir Mohammed, Manoj Acharya still to come.
So Jaidev Patel will continue. The ball worked into the onside. Can't score here from Chetapaliyam. Looking to go big, a little bit of tick onto the pad. A couple of good balls here from Jaidev Patel, Matt. He's been so impressive. 2.2, none for 3.
Yeah, seems to be a very tricky customer here. Does Jaidev Patel. Quite quick as well through the air. Just adding to the spin attack we've seen sported by the Stallions, the likes of the more experienced names of Mailavarapu and Matani.
Finally gets hold of a ball into the onside. Mailavarapu does well to keep the ball in play. They come back for a couple of runs. And Brian Keynes says not out. Couple of runs here for Chetapaliyam. And brings that equation down to 79 to win from 62, Matt.
Yeah, and again, going back to the required rate, it's such a difficult thing. Scoring 8 and 9 constantly and over is no easy feat on this surface. So it's 7.6 and constantly going up. The Yorkers will have to be mindful of that.
Into the onside. Fielder comes in. Cetra's under it. Takes an easy catch in the end, or makes it look easy. And Chetapaliyam is gone for 24. It's 46 for 3.
Into the hands of, I think it's Karan Patel, who pulls off a simple catch. Chetapaliyam looking to go big, looking to get a big shot. Jaidev Patel gets his first wicket. A good catch from Karan Patel out on the fence. And the Stallions have got their third. It's the big wicket. Chetapaliyam was batting nicely. He falls for 24. It's 46 for 3.
So at 46 for 3, Yasir Mohammed, Matt, comes in at number 5. Saw he got run out yesterday for 6. And there's so much unknown when you're run out. You never know what could have been. For one thing for sure, you can say that no bowler has taken my wicket. And so he comes in here with 79 needed from 61. Saw a good knock from Chetapaliyam, but he is gone. He holds out in the deep. From a well-judged catch from the fielder, 46 for 3.
So another very good over this from Jaidev Patel. And he completes it very nicely with a dot ball. So 2 runs from it and a wicket. Halfway through the innings, it's 46 for 3.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So 10 overs gone, 46 for 3. They need 79 to win from 60 balls, so halfway stage for the Manhattan Yorkers. 2 new batters out in the middle, Shashidar and Yasir Mohammed. And Myla Varapu will continue. First over went for 5. And Matt, we've seen after the bowling of, after the bowling of Jesse Singh and Arjun Vajela, they have relied on 3 spinners so far. More bowling options available. We've got Karan Patel and then of course Ramratan. Good options for the Stallions. And so the bowling looks pretty strong on paper.
And Suprit Madan is another option, another all-rounder that the Stallions could look to deploy, especially offering the spin option that has been so successful on this track.
So Yasir Mohammed comes into strike and he will need some runs. They need 78 to win from 59. Got run out yesterday for just a few. Swung into the onside. Fielder comes in. Doesn't judges the catch and the bounce pretty well. And that's 4 runs to the left-hander Yasir Mohammed.
Yeah, boundary then to Yasir. Exactly what the Yorkers need. Shorter delivery in the air for some time. I think it was Matani ran in. I just totally misjudged it. Went in for the catch, it seemed, and right away has been replaced by Ray Ramratan.
So Matani goes up to a short backward square position, and Matt, haven't we seen this so many times? And then the ball will go in the region of Matani. Saw Rayman Ramratan been replacing Matani out at backward square. Look at that. It goes in the direction of Ramratan, but gone outside of the playing area. And that's a massive 6 from Yasir Mohammed.
Well, doesn't matter who was there. No one was getting anywhere near that one. A short delivery again from Myla Varapu. Similar shot from Yasir Mohammed. This time an even better result. Was able to take it over the head of that fielder. And it's all the way for 6. And Yasir Mohammed is off quite promising here. Brings up the 50, 57 for the Manhattan Yorkers with those couple of boundaries.
Yeah, we've seen 11 in this over from Myla Varapu. Not typical of the kind of runs he'll give away per over. And ball cut into the offside. Suprit Madan is the man posted at the offside.
Again, not a great delivery at all from Myla Varapu.
So ball into the offside will complete the 11th over. So 11 gone is 57 for 3. So 57 for 3, 68 to win from 54. Still asking 7.5 runs and over. Matani, 1 for 7 off 2 overs, comes back into the attack. He replaces Jaidev Patel, 1 for 5 off 3. And the method to cause some bit of mystery continues from all the captains we've seen so far. Into the onside. Ramratan comes around. Oh, gets a bad bounce. Misjudges the ball completely. And in the end, that's a 4 to Shashidar.
Yeah, this time Matani, the bowler, and not the fielder. And it's Ray Ramratan. This time misjudging one. Coming around. It landed in front of him and misjudging the bounce. Spin of the ball. Catching him totally flat-footed.
Yeah, you're right on that. Many times it's the spin of the ball. The ball goes one way, and then when it drops, it's like a leg cutter. Into the offside. Can't score this time from Shashidar. And we saw yesterday Shashidar has continued from where he left off. This is one youngster. He's not going to be afraid to play shots. Look at that. Pulled into the onside. And he picks up another runs. Brings Yasser Mohammed back on strike, and Yasser has struck 2 big blows already. 1 for 6, 1 for 4. So he's looked awesome today. He's looked solid, and they need 63 to go up 2 up in the series. Stallions are looking for their first win, and it's all happening here at Mercer County Park. Still 63 from 51 to win. Lots of wickets in hand, and we've seen a partnership of 16 between Yasser Mohammed and Shashidar. As Matani being given another spell, second spell for him. His first couple of overs went for 7. Picked up the wicket of picked up the wicket of Danish Patel. Ball driven into the offside, can't score. So Yasser Mohammed and Nimit Shashidar out in the middle. And they've lost 3 so far. We'll try to fill you in on the wickets lost. Well, let's take a look at that. Chetapalian fell for 24. Danish Patel went for 5. And Sid Kappa went for 7. So those are the batters out. You're watching a minor league cricket in 2024 again. Trying to go through the onside. We'll get 1. We'll look for 2. In fact, we'll settle for 1. And that will complete 12 mat. 63 for 3. They need 62 to win.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So, in terms of runs, the Manhattan Yorkers are just about halfway there. 62 to win, 63 on the board. What will be a bit more of a concern is that it's taken them 12 overs to get to 63, and they'll need to get the remaining 62 in 8 overs, so they'll need to get a move on in terms of the run rate, also keep the wickets in hand. They've lost 3, as we see some quick stuff being reintroduced here. Karan Patel. And I say quick stuff, but from the little I've seen of him, seems to be a good bowler in terms of variations, which could be just as useful on an unpredictable surface as the spinners are.
So 62 to win from 48. More runs than balls left. He starts going down the leg side. Not a good start for his... is it his minor league debut?
No, it wouldn't be. He's been with the Stallions actually since year 1. Would have played quite a few games towards the back end of the 2021 season. Played a couple of times in 2022, but opportunities have been limited since then.
So he served up a couple of wides. And is his spell officially began, Matt? Or not at all, but he's given up 2 wides. So how hasn't he started and he's given up runs? How complex is that? So better ball and stroked into the offside. And we've seen a partnership of 20 so far from 2 young men out in the middle.
Well, it's quite simple. He started bowling, but the scoring up doesn't want him to.
Well, I've always wondered that when a batsman gets dismissed for 0, they'll tell you, oh, he hasn't bothered the scorer. But is that really so? It has bothered the scorer. The scorer has to make a series of entries, especially if you're doing book scoring.
I'll tell you what, if he's at the striker's end, faces a ball, gets run out at the other end, he certainly troubled the scorers then.
Crashed into the offside, looking for a couple of runs. Fielder comes around. The running has always been good. The appeal goes up. Ritesh Patel says not out. Big appeal. 6 men pleading with Ritesh.
And look at him walking back to the stumps as easy as you like, as calm as you like. He had already taken about 10 steps and the Stallions were still pleading.
I'll tell you what, there's going to come a day at the local and even at the minor league level when we are going to have replays. And our technical director, I know Omer Khan has worked in events in which he has done a lot of replays on these line calls. So one of these days in years to come, we'll have all the technology and we'll deal with all the howlers.
Well, if you speak to a lot of local umpires, they'll tell you they're the best umpires around because they don't have any extra eyes. They don't have any technology around them. They have to make the call just by themselves, and they'll tell you that most of the time they're right.
Yeah, we've seen Ritesh Patel and Brian Kane, the on-field umpire. Third and the other umpires are Deepak Kate and Mihir Patel. We saw Mihir Patel out in the middle yesterday. And these days, Matt, in international cricket, or at least at the international level, it really takes more than 2 umpires. Cut away. That's a lovely shot from Shashi Dar. We spoke greatly of this young man, and he continues to impress. That's a lovely shot for 4.
Yeah, very good shot this from Nirmit Shashida. Give it some width and look at that. Lovely, classy shot from Shashida. And this is turning out to be a big over for the Manhattan Yorkers. 9 runs conceded from it. Legally, only 3 balls have been bowled, so it hasn't gone well for Karan Patel so far.
And Matthew, look at Karan Patel. He's been given an opportunity in front of Stephen Wigg. We know Jesse Singh came into the lineup along with, is there another seaman? Not at all. Well, in fact, we've got a couple of new inexperienced seamen, I would say. Arjun Vajela we saw earlier on, and now we're seeing Karan Patel in place of one Stephen Wigg. Playing a miss this time, so it has been a long toil here for Karan Patel. And both Shashidar, in particular Shashidar, has capitalized on the fact that Karan Patel still trying to find his foot as a permanent member of this Stallions lineup. The ball into the onside. They'll settle for 1. Fielder comes in quickly. Looks like Suprit Madan. 13th over comes to a close. It's 73 for 3. They need 52 to win. So very crucial stage of this game, Matt. They need 52 from 42, asking 7.4 and over. Matani will finish up here, 1 for 13 off 3. And he comes at a time in which we're seeing a flourishing partnership between Shashidar and Yasser Mohammed. And Yasser Mohammed has been the passive one so far, but don't be fooled by him out of the action. We know his exploit, and he could play a big knock here. 51 needed.
Yeah, certainly this partnership has the potential to be very explosive if the Yorkers need it to be. 51 from 41, still within range at the moment, but a couple of tight overs can send the run rate skyrocketing. And we'll have to force Yasser and Shashidar to play a certain way.
Fact of the matter, Manhattan Yorkers certainly the least pressure team. They've put points on the table yesterday. And probably the pressure on the Stallions to start well in 2024. Cut away, looking for a couple of runs. Lovely shot from Yasser Mohammed. And Arjun Vajela runs back from the wide third man area. A couple more runs there for the Yorkers.
Yeah, again, nicely done from Yasser Mohammed. Guiding it down, working the field. The outfield is certainly quick. Once you find a gap, 2 and 3 are certainly on.
So they need 49. They've played impressively well yesterday. Got into a tangle with New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers, a game that went all the way to the last 6 balls. We saw Junaid Nadir not scoring well against Preet Shah. And today is for the batter. The appeal goes up, and now that's his umpire, Ritesh Patel. It's still 76 for 3. Ball defended into the offside, so 14 gone, Matt. 76 for 3. They need 49 to win. 49 from 36. 49 from 36.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So we come down to 49 to win from 36. And look at the bowling squad there. Jesse Singh, none for 11, 1 for 16 from Matani, 1 for 14 from Vajela, 1 for 5 from Jaidev Patel, none for 16 from Myla Varapu, and none for 10 from Karan Patel. And there's a long discussion here between 3 senior members of the squad. Jesse Singh, the captain, Dominic Ricky, who's been around long enough, and Sachin Mailavarapu, and what looked like it was going to be a bowling for Sachin Mailavarapu. He now concedes, and now Jesse Singh gets a second bowling spell, Matt. 2 overs, no men, none for 11. And he comes in at a time in which Yorkers are asking to score 8 and over.
I wonder what you could possibly say to the captain in that situation. I wonder what defense of yourself you could possibly give the captain, especially when the captain is Jesse Singh. When Myla Varapu has got 2 overs left, Jesse Singh has also got 2. Maybe realizing things getting a bit tense here at the moment. They can feel maybe the pressure starting to creep up on the Manhattan Yorkers. The asking rate is up over 8. So Jesse Singh feels if he can knock over a wicket, if he can at the very least bowl a tight over, the Stallions can certainly get on top of this game.
So getting an edge is Shashidar, and Matt, just coming back to what has been a popular thing, and you want to score runs, you'll probably get a lot more runs from the fast bowler. There's a saying, harder you come, harder you go, or further you go. And we have seen so much T20 cricket from local to the international level when it's always the pacers and the seamer that seems to go for a lot more than the spinner. We saw yesterday, for example, Junaid Nadir, he took on all the seamers. Over the head of the keeper, runs here for Yasir Mohammed. Can't describe the shot. Doesn't look too pretty. But look at that. He's picked up a couple of runs. That makes it good. 2 runs here for the Yorkers.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you would call that from Yasir Mohammed. I don't even think he knew where the ball had gone initially because he was slow to get running.
So they need 46 from 34. 46 needed from 34. They're batting a 79 for 3. That partnership has gone up to 33 between Yasir Mohammed and Shashidar. And the experienced Jesse Singh turns from the media center here, gets to the top of his mark, and waits until Yasir Mohammed is ready, and he starts to move in. 46 to win, and here is Mohammed. He gets a ball that is well bowled, can't do much with a delivery like that. And that equation remains at 46 to win. So 46 needed from 33. And Matt, you made mention of Mike that this is going to run down to what we saw yesterday.
Similar circumstances. It was a similar equation.
Oh, it gets an ugly delivery. There's a big appeal. He's caught behind from a very unpredictable bounce off the bowling of Jesse Singh. Yasir Mohammed goes 79 for 4.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there for Yasir Mohammed. Rising up sharply on him. Hits the deck. And through it goes to Hiren Patel. So Jesse Singh has the last laugh. Exactly what he's brought himself back to do. Take a wicket. Break what's been a solid partnership. 33 runs put on between Yasir and Shashidar. And Yasir, the first one to crack up. The first one to crack. He falls for 16. And it's 79 for 4.
So Manoj Acharya, the captain, comes in and joins Shashidar, with the Yorkers still needing 46 to win from 32. You made mention of the big partnership of 33 coming to an end. From a ball, probably you'll have to credit the pitch for, but still, it goes into the analysis of Jesse Singh. And Jesse Singh has picked up 1 for 14 so far. And the captain, Manoj Acharya. 46 needed for the Yorkers. Ball worked into the onside. Can't score.
Another look at that. A wicked bounce. Catching Yasir Mohammed.
So Yorkers, they still need 46 from 31, asking 8.9. Make that just about 9 runs. Oh, that's a ball that held up in the pitch. That over comes to a close of 15 gone and 79 for 4. So Sachin Mailavarapu, left arm spin. Will come into bowl to Shashidar. He's been quiet for the last over or so, Matt. Haven't seen him face a ball against Jesse Singh in the last over. And a lot has happened. We've seen the departure of Yasser Mohammed, but he's gone. Manager Charia has replaced him. And the Yorkers hunting for their second win. And Stallions looking for their first in their opening game. It's 46 to win. Oh, lovely shot from Shashidar into the offside. And his intentions are clear. If it's there to be hit, he's going to take them on.
Yeah, taking him on indeed, but landing just in front of the fielder. Manoj Acharya, we know he can hit them as well.
So ball played into the offside. Hands a strike over to the aggressive and quite impressive Shashidar. What do you know of Shashidar so far, Matt? I know you followed all these players from minor league on the minor league circuit from time to time.
Yeah, Nirmit Shashidar would have played a few games for the Manhattan Yorkers last season. This year, getting a full season to go with the side. Plays around the New Jersey area as well.
Yeah, we had a tournament in New York during the course of, I think, was it the Memorial Day weekend, in which the boys from Crick Max came over to New York, dominated that tournament. In fact, they won it. Would have seen the likes of Kangura, Danish Patel, Sid Kappa, I think, was on that tour. Shashidar might have played also. And it just goes to show how impressive these youngsters are from the Yorkers unit, Yorkers and that Crick Max institution. Dominated that tournament in New York a couple of months ago and saw some very big talent. Looking to go big. The appeal goes up. Not out says Ritesh. And that completes the 16 over. So 16 gone. They need 43 to win. 82 for 4.
So Jaidev Patel has bowled really well. 3 overs, 1 for 5. He's been very impressive in terms of his economy rate. And the asking rate is nearly 11 runs and over. 43 to win from 4 overs. If they can get a tight over here from Patel, the Stallions could well and truly be on their way.
So ball crunched into the offside. And Matt, this is where Manhattan Yorkers will have to make a move. How much or how many do you leave for the remaining 3 overs? That will be decided in this over. Looking to go big is Manoj Acharya, and Jaidev continues to bowl extremely well. Economy rate just about 2 runs and over. Manoj Acharya looking for something big. Ball is not in that slot. He makes a quick adjustment. 42 to win from 21. There you go. Lovely shot from Manoj Acharya. He hits the side screen. And now it's 36 to win from 20 balls.
Dead straight from Manoj Acharya. Bangs into the side screen. And exactly what the Yorkers needed. You mentioned he was looking for something big. Not only that, he needs something big. Better ball from Jaidev Patel, rising on Acharya a bit. 36 to win from 19. Can Jaidev Patel finish this over off strong, or will Acharya goes across, asking the question, not out again this time, says Brian Kane. And Jaidev Patel finishes with a dot ball. See Acharya stepping across, looking to swing away into the leg side. Not given in the end. 89 for 4 after 17.
So the D12 and over. 36 off 3. Shashidhar will be on strike. Sachin Mailavarapu will continue. 3 overs, no made, none for 19, and he will come in here, Matt, with an asking rate that has gone to 12. Into the offside in the region of Karan Patel. And it comes down to some lofty hitting here, Matt, if 35 is to be achieved from 17 balls.
Yeah, and Sachin Mailavarapu is a very tough bowler to look at and say you're going to target. Acharya has tried it nonetheless. It's a long way. Has he pulled it off? Yes, he has. Sachin Mailavarapu has run a marathon to try and get to that one, and still had a bit of work to do, still had to pull out the dive at the end, and he's held onto it, crashed into the earth, but still managed to hold on. A brilliant bit of fielding off his own bowling, and Sachin Mailavarapu has taken a blinder. Acharya, understanding the assignment, has to go big. Didn't get enough distance. Mailavarapu certainly did. Look at that, lot of running, and held on in the end. The Stallions get a big one. The captain goes. It's 90 for 5.
A magnificent catch from Sachin Mailavarapu. The bowling card will look cotton bowl. Mailavarapu. What it will not tell you that the work that needed to be done to get hands onto that ball, in the end, Sachin Mailavarapu ran a long way, had to settle under it, and with a tumbling action, hold on for dear life. So they need 35 from 16 balls. Parwani comes to the middle. And Mailavarapu into the offside. Parwani gets off the mark, and so the pressure on the Yorkers for sure, Matt. They need 34 from 15 balls.
And now Nirmit Shashidhar once again will have to be a difference maker here, you feel.
Yeah, he will have to be the Junaid Nadir of the Cavaliers we saw yesterday that brought the game in touching distance, took it into the last over. And Shashidhar, he's really batted well, but they need 34 from 15 balls. Time and deliveries are running out. Chopped into the offside. Matani does well. And a single that hands the strike over to J. Kishan Parwani. We saw J. Kishan Parwani batted well yesterday, along with Shashidhar. But you get the feeling that this is a little bit different and tougher assignment from yesterday, in which they batted first. Oh, swinging across the line of a delivery. Every dot ball will be crucial here. And this over is only gone for 3 with a wicket, man. This has been very good bowling from the experienced Sachin Mailavarapu.
Yeah, very, very good indeed from Mailavarapu. Oh, swept away from Parwani, straight to the fielder. So Mailavarapu has a second wicket in the over. Suprit Madan perfectly placed for the sweep shot and made it look easy in the end, right on the edge of the boundary. And the sixth wicket goes down now for the Manhattan Yorkers. Pawani comes and goes.
Yeah, 33 needed from 12 balls. They've lost 6 wickets in the process. A good catch from Suprit Madan. And all of a sudden, Stallions in control of this game with an asking rate 16.5 runs and over. But more importantly, they're beginning to lose wickets quite constantly, as Milo Varapu has finished his bowling spell and he has picked up 2 for 22 as he ends with 4 overs. So we come down to the last 2 overs, 12 balls remaining, 33 needed here by Manhattan Yorkers. And Jesse Singh will bowl the 19th with an asking rate 16.5 runs and over. Will come in to bowl to Shashi Dar. And a play and a miss, and Matt. Wide is the call from umpire Brian Kane. But you feel the pressure is on the Yorkers for the time being. And it could be the Stallions putting points on the table.
Absolutely. 16 runs and over required. One of these overs will be bowled by Jesse Singh here. It will be difficult to hit 16 off of him, that's for sure.
Well, not for sure. This one sliced away. That's a lovely shot, lovely play, good fielding. And they come back for a couple of runs. You get the feeling, though, that batters are more likely to target the seamers and the fast bowler. They want to use that little bit of pace, get the slice in, get the top edge, and even get the shot straight back over the bowler's head. You're more inclined to really take on the fast bowler than what we saw yesterday from Preet Shah. Oh, that bounce. Yeah, Jesse Singh seems to know where that little patch is on the pitch mat.
Yeah,
Second time we've seen him hitting that part.
Sweet spot. He's found it.
Yeah, we saw not too long ago he dismissed Yasir Mohammed with a ball that behaved in a similar fashion. Oh, there we go.
Found it again. As Jesse Singh has struck Shashidar. They'll cross through for one. A blow on the shoulder, it seems, from Nirmit Shashidar, the right shoulder. Awkward hit there from Nirmit Shashidar. Preet Shah was the man of the moment yesterday with his bowling. Can he be the man of the moment again with his batting?
Yeah,
29 from 9.
It will take some doing with an asking rate almost 20 runs and over. And an international bowler in the form of Jesse Singh. He runs away from us to Preet Shah. They need runs. Oh, clean them up. Looking for an ambitious shot over the keeper's head. Doesn't go too well. And Jesse Singh full on the stumps. And another wicket goes down. Stallions. Advantage, Stallions.
Right where you want it to be when a batter attempts to play a shot like that. Right on the stumps is always going to cause some problems. You miss, I hit. Easy as that. And Preet Shah has gone first ball. 96 for 7, the Yorkers. They need 29 from 8 balls.
So Nimish Bechu walks to the middle. And Jesse Singh has picked up 2 for 17. Always important wickets towards the end. And we'll come into bowl to the new man, Beichu. And you get the feeling Stallions are going to go one up in this series. Into the onside. Fielder will come around. Looks as if he's Jaidev Patel. And Matty's sporting a Bravish Shetty shirt. Probably this year they were expecting Shetty to come back. Or simply could be a fan. They need 28 from 7 balls. And can Shashidar spring a bit of excitement as we go into the last over? Jesse Singh has a final ball here. And he's given up 5. He's picked up 1. Over the head of Shashidar. And so that completes the 19th over. So 28 needed in the last 6.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Final over coming up. Arjun Vajela has been given the ball. 1 for 14 off 2 mat. Will come into bowl to Nimish Beichu. And they'll be hoping that Shashidar gets on strike if they are to really cross the line of 125. 124 will level the scores, and I think they're far from that. Playing a miss. And so 5 balls remaining here. It's at the Stallions. Looks like they'll walk away with this one. They came into this series having played 6 matches against each other. And that conk mat was 4-2 in favor of the Manhattan Yorkers. It could be 4-3 in 5 balls from now. Here is Arjun Vajela. Runs into ball to Beichu. And Beichu doesn't time it well. We'll get a single, and it all comes down to Shashidar. Can he smash 4 sixes from what is really required here? 27 off 4.
Well, even if he does pull a Carlos Brathwaite, he'll need to rely on some errant deliveries here from Vajala. 4 sixes will still be 3 short of what the Yorkers need.
So we've seen a very good over here from Arjun Vajela. He's bowled 3 balls. He's only conceded 1. And now the pressure on the Manhattan Yorkers. Teams warming up. Might have been the New England Eagles. In similar uniform with the Philadelphians. They're both playing with yellow. Yeah, chopped into the ground, and you get the feeling this is all over. Bar the shouting with a couple balls remaining. Impossible to get. 26 needed from 2 balls. Stallions in for the win.
Yeah, you always felt it was going to be a good total. Set by the Stallions. They've bowled well.
So we saw 119 yesterday. We saw 124 today. Still a game to come today, and we'll have to see what the par score is here. Sparkor is on this ground. Into the hands of the fielder. And another wicket falls. It's 99 for 8. Writing on the wall here. And the Stallions all the way. Another wicket goes down.
Too easy for Suprit Madan. Sliced away. Takes the catch. Takes it well. So Vajala gets his second wicket of the day. And with 26 required from the final ball, it's 99 for 8.
And Matt, it's interesting how the games are being played. And when we played street cricket, at this juncture of the game, you concede, you walk off, the game is done. And with one ball remaining, what can you expect to score when you need 26 off one ball? If this was street cricket, we'd walk off, shake hands, or maybe not shake hands, and I'll just call it a day. Oh, that's a big slice. Don't call this off. Now look at that. One bouncy goes away off the bat of Drew Pawar. And the innings comes to a close. They come up with 100. It's 103 for 8. And the Stallions win by 21. An impressive start to their campaign.
Yeah, big win indeed for the New Jersey Stallions. Dhruv Pawar finishes it off with a boundary, but too little too late. Still well short of where they needed to be, unfortunately, this time for the Manhattan Yorkers. The New Jersey Stallions, quite maybe surprisingly for many, didn't make the playoffs last season. They've started their campaign off with a win. And the Manhattan Yorkers has been always a tough customer for the Stallions in recent years. They've got the win in Game 1 today by 21 runs in the end, defending 124 quite easily. So we see the two teams walking out for the shaking of hands. The turnaround should not be too long. A double-header, action-packed day here at Mercer County. The Stallions have defeated the Yorkers, but stick around as the New England Eagles take on the Philadelphians. As we take one last look at the Manhattan Yorkers innings, never really kicked off outside of Nimit Shashidar, Pranav Chattopadhyay at the start. Yasir Mohammed contributed as well. Just didn't have somebody to play that Junaid Nadir type of innings they needed at the back end. And in the end, it was the Stallions bowlers that really held their own. 2 wickets for many bowlers, 2 for Jesse Singh, 2 for Arjun Vajala, and 2 for Sachin Mailavarapu. The contributions in terms of economy rate and a wicket each for Matani and Jairav Patel cannot be underestimated as well. As you take a look at the final match summary, Jesse Singh, Mukamala, both were top scoring with 32. And then 2 wickets each, as I mentioned, for Jesse Singh, Vajala, and Mailavarapu to cap off an impressive 21-run win for the New Jersey Stallions. So once again, stick around. We'll be back with you quite soon with action once again from the Mercer County Cricket Park as the New England Eagles will kick off their campaign against the Philadelphians.
Oh, ball into the offside. Look at that. And this will run away for 4. So good shot from Danish Patel from a ball outside the off stump. And he carved this one away through the offside. Lovely shot from Danish Patel.
Very good shot indeed from Danish Patel. Very classy player.
Oh, into the offside, into the hands of Sachin Mailavarapu. And so Danish Patel, he goes for 5. Stallions pulled into the onside. Hasn't timed it too well, but I think it will be enough for it to trickle across the boundary. Pulled. What a shot here from Chattopadhyay. And that has gone a long way. Almost. County Park, here is Agila into the offside. Matani running back, settle. Oh, bobbles it for some time, but in the end holds on.
The Yorkers will have to be mindful of that.
Into the onside. Fielder comes in, settles under it. Takes an easy catch. Swung into the onside. Fielder comes in. Doesn't judges the catch and the bounce pretty well. And that's Matani out the backward square. Look at that. It goes in the direction of Ramratan, but gone outside of the playing area. And into the onside. Ramratan comes around, gets a bad bounce, misjudges the ball completely. And in the end, it really takes more than 2 umpires. Cut away. That's a lovely shot from Shashi Dar. We spoke greatly of this young man, and he continues to. Oh, gets an ugly delivery. There's a big appeal. He's caught behind. There you go. Lovely shot from Manager Acharya. He hits the side screen.
Bowler to look at and say you're going to target. Acharya has tried it nonetheless. It's a long way. Has he pulled it off? Yes, he has. Harpu. Oh, swept away from Pawadi. Straight to the fielder.
Runs. Oh, clean them up. Looking for an ambitious shot over the keeper's head. Doesn't go too well. And Jesse Singh full on the stumps. And another wicket goes down. Stallions. Advantage Stallions. Score is it. Sparkle is on this ground. Into the hands of the fielder. And another wicket falls. Oh, that's a big slice. Don't call this off. Now look at that. One bouncy goes away off the bat of Drew Pawar.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
You're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.